welcome. Okay. And think. Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Omega Gaming versus their pretty tough opponents as we saw in the game. The mat lineup. My name is Dktruman. Sorry, I was a little bit rattled there. I got a blue screen of death, which is great fun. That's right for a couple. Hopefully, case going forward. Yeah, Omega versus the lineup of Matt. 1-1 tied right now. We'll jump into the draft quickly, see what will transpire, but it is looking pretty interesting. Loser of this match, of course, is going to be eliminated from SA close qualifiers. So there's a lot on the line on the upcoming match, on this upcoming game between the two sides. Tiny Enchantress
10 seconds
for Matt. The Grim DK for Omega
5
Gaming.
seconds left.
The Enchantress is actually very good against Grimstroke because you can dispel the Inkswell if it's thrown on someone, and that nearly instantaneous. Like if you use it quickly, the stun that you do from the Inkswell is minimal and it just vanishes incredibly fast. So in that regard, it's pretty nice to have an Enchantress. Laning stage wise, he's strong. Depends on if you make it a 5 or a 4, and there tend to be some games where teams just ignore the Enchantress and then Jens just goes ham with the impetus arrows. So there's always a definite threat behind the hero. Doesn't have super strong late game potential most of the time, depending on the item build, but that's why you tend to see some Enchantresses go for like a Hurricane Pike.
Radiant pick.
Just yeet in the damage. Spirit Breaker for Omega. So Grimstroke and Spirit Breaker, we saw it in the first game that they played. Very aggressive in their approach then as well. So probably going to be a Grim 5, Spirit 4, DK offlane, and a little bit more of a roaming position 4 in that regard. Try and secure the side lane, well, the safe lane and possibly the mid. Tiny from Matt, a little bit flexible. Otherwise, it would be a Tiny Enchantress laning against DK. And honestly, DK could probably survive that.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Mirana.
Mirana. Okay. So a little bit of a fear from the Spirit Breaker, but can line up the arrow nicely to interrupt the charge if need be.
10 seconds.
Does not like being sold down. And kind of also needs like an offlaner to set up the stun, the Mirana stun, so yes, Sand King would be an okay-ish choice. Sand King can also very easily dodge the Spirit Breaker charge. And then superbly well with the Mirana.
Dire's turn to pick.
Brewmaster.
Okay, they go for the Brewmaster again. The Brewmaster Mirana lane. It's a weird one. But it worked.
10 seconds. 5
Doesn't really
seconds
deny
left.
the usage of illusion-based heroes.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Templar Assassin.
But that TA though, so TA...
Dire's turn
Actually,
to
they
ban.
might put it as a Spirit Breaker 5. Probably gonna be Grimstroke 5, but wouldn't surprise me if they swap it around to make it a melee range
It's Radiant's ban now.
setup. So that would mean that you put the Grimstroke up against the Ench in the lane, which Actually, I think it's probably better than Spirit Breaker against the Ents, because slowing Spirit Breaker down is disastrous for
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
They have very little ways to really stopping the Spirit Breaker in the bottom lane. They do have a slow, of course. And the arrow. Leaps. Need be. Spirit Breaker can charge all over the place.
It's Dire's ban now.
Void and Timbersaw both banned out. Another situation of this not necessarily knowing exactly what the enemy wants. You know, could be a mid, could be an off laner. Sorry, could be a mid, could be a safe laner because Tiny is still flexible. Or Matt's side.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
Time still plentiful to abuse. They have two choices. Either you go for a very heavy safe lane late game hero on the side of Matt, or you go for something fast. Considering their draft already, I think a fast pushing kind of hero would be great. You already have the Tiny pushing power, Enchantress pushing power, Mirana a little bit as well with that leap, and the Brewmaster with the Spruce. Like, their push and early to mid game is incredible. I would not mind a Kunkka for Matt because it's good against the DK and the TA in the laning stage. Good against Spirit Breaker, consider charge away. Yeah, it's just great catch. I think Kunkka would be a superb pick here for Matt. And it's a good setup for the Mirana arrow.
Puck.
Or are you gonna go for the puck? Yeah. Sure. Against the puck, they could very likely just put the DK mid. DK is gonna have a very easy lane in that regard, and you just get an off laner that lanes like it. Tiny very well.
5 seconds left.
Underlord, maybe. Good against Enchantress, Tiny, and Brewmaster. You also got that global TP, which is pretty A-okay. We get like... Bano? Viper's banned. Message? No, they're gonna go for the
Choose
Kunkka.
your hero.
It's good against, of course, Brewmaster, Enchantress. It's not 100% sure. Yeah, it is a mid Kunkka. Okay. Very strong against the Puck in the laning stage. Puck can, of course, dodge his spells, but you can easily fake him out most of the time. Later on, X-Mark's not superb against the Puck, but definitely looking like a pretty solid Kunkka game. Especially with the Spirit Breaker on the side, you can charge it on and in. Craft one? Like, I definitely like Omega. TA is so good against Tiny. Like, actually insane, especially if you get to like the later portions of the game where you get refraction charges and such. So yeah, gonna be definitely a close match. Wow, that is a stat. About 200 more wins than losses in his life. 6.7 versus 6.9k games. One versus loss. That means that he played over 13,000 games. Wait, I'm just gonna grab the calculator. 13,000 games. Average 30 minutes per game. That is 390,000 hours at minutes, which would be 6.5k hours, which would be 270 days.
In strength is victory.
It is give or take 9 months. He spent a total of about 9 months playing Dota 2. And that is 9 months of just pure game time. No pauses, no food, no bathroom breaks, just pure 9 months investment into the game. That's some freaking dedication right there.
In strength is victory.
Sure.
Well, hopefully we won't have a stupidly long pause. That would be very much appreciated. Okay, the game is back on
3, 2,
the
1,
way.
let's go!
Smoke out from Omega. Pretty much do that every start of the round. Get those quick wards placed. Damag's probably gonna stand there as he did last time. Oh no, this time he's actually gonna walk
In
forward.
strength is victory.
TA mid, SITA safely, Mingati, magic wand, +3 iron branches. I've seen a lot of safe laners go for exactly that item build.
30 seconds to battle. But feel free to start killing before that. We're not sticklers.
Choose. He actually went for the belt of strength +3 iron branches. I mean, he has so much right click damage. In a sense, it's just 9 strength at the start of the game.
The battle's starting.
What does Quelling Blade give
You
again?
got a job to do.
Quelling Blade gives a melee 8 and a range 4. 2 for 2 bounty rune trades. They're trying to go for some counterward shenanigans. Not gonna catch any of those. Observe ward spots any possible courier coming through, which is pretty big because you do have a Mirana, very solid in the courier sniping game. And yeah, it is going to be Kira bottom lane together with Damag. Top lane Mingati and Glock 50, and yeah, Mingati can definitely get bullied out of the lane if he's not careful. With the mid lane matchup probably favoring the Kunkka slightly.
First blood.
And Mingati is gonna get first blooded. I think that is exactly the same as it happened last game, where Mingati in the safe lane gets first blooded by the Brewmaster plus Mirana combo. I don't know if he got first blooded or if it was Glock 50. They are taking a lot of damage. It cost the Brewmaster pretty much all of his mana though. So he doesn't have much more in the tank. Healing salve onto Mingati. Ooh, nice dodge there with the meld. Make sure the healing salve does not get removed.
Nature attend
Right quick
us.
fight, but easy breezy's got the Nature's Descendants Wisp, so the healing is definitely evident there, and you can't really man fight up against an Enchantress when she goes for the healing build. The healing is way more than the damage you can deal, especially on the Spirit Breaker at this stage in the game. Oh, not even going for the enchant levels. Impetus is the way to go. Big ol' Yeeticus Maximus.
You did not come by your powers in...
Deny all them creepers. And there's the easy to play bait from the Gunka. Can he also bait out the torrent every single time? Nice jump from Burning, getting aggressive. And we'll even steal the bounty rune away from his mid counterpart. Well, Kira's getting bullied back to base, but he does have the charge to really quickly join the lane. Or possibly catch one of the side lanes off guard. The other side lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There we have the charge from Kira.
Heal us.
Going in on easy breezy, but heal us is the magic word. Bounty rune will be picked up as well.
Gotcha.
I know, not going for a bottle. I've seen a lot of Kunkas just not go for a bottle anymore in these latest mid-Kunka matchups. Still a bit of a surprise considering bottle is so good with the X-Mark TP back to base. Inkswell and the silence especially very solid, and it is going to be Mingati getting the kill. Inkswell plus silence equals death for the Mirana. Rumsuk is very solid against some heroes. Mirana is one of those heroes. Because Soulbind plus Phantom's Embrace are very nasty tools against the Mirana.
Dire's courier has been killed. Serves you right, stupid courier.
Mingati
Dire
is getting
structures are fortified.
pretty nicely bullied out though. But they are making sure they get some sacks going. Charge in mid onto Burning. Get stunned up. Can he get the jump away? Yes, indeed he can. But he is very low in HP. And Yatamak doesn't have much to fear. 2 points in Dragon's Blood. He's got the Bracer. He's just trying to bulk up. And right now he's not in a position where they can realistically kill him. Easy Breezy is even just going to jungle. So that he can get some farm while his
Radiant's
Tiny
middle
is
tower is under attack.
AFK farming the safely. A big charge onto the Mirana. And okay.
Radiant's middle tower is not
He is gonna
feeling the
die.
love.
Sorry for the lag. 10 seconds. Roche, the lane runes are gonna spawn any moment now. The rune's gonna be picked up by Puck. Burning gets a nice regen rune. Secured. He's trying to pump out as much damage as possible on the Puck. Make sure he can get as much value from that regen as possible. Yeah, Easy Breezy is pretty much just playing this as a jungle bench. Oh, Torrent, Ghost Ship comes out, Burning, needs help. The Ghost Ship's gonna connect, and Dano's actually gonna get the kill. Regen, no. Carrying coming through, Kira charges mid. There is no enchant available, so Kira should be able to walk away, but Dano is looking to catch out Breezy.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
They will also lose Braco in the top lane.
Where are you going?
Enchant comes out, he does have a charge. Unfortunately, it's gonna get stunned up by Kira. They need to
Radiant's middle
disengage.
tower is under
He
attack.
actually is on the run. Dream Coil will connect and they will find Kira. Just in the nick of time getting the TP going, but top lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mingati now
Dire's
level
courier has
6.
been killed.
Bigger the stacks, not huge. Very non-existent. Okay, that one's pretty a-okay, but Tana's probably going to yoink that stack away. And the DK is level 6, just still in the right-click fight against the Tiny, who is very good, of course, against Last Hitting and Denying, with the big, fat, juicy tree. And we are back
I'm
in
all for a
action.
little downtime. You feeling fresh?
Yeah, Tano is getting himself the big old goody two-shoes farm. But Mingati does need to be a little bit careful. Bruce Blade comes out, he's trying to run away, needs TPs to keep him going. With easy breezy there, no backup rotations, even the puck rotating in, they will find the catch onto Mingati. That is a nice kill, and want to use that Bruce Blade to take out the tier 1 tower immediately afterwards. However, Twos gets ganked in the bottom lane as well. Elder Dragon form plus the Spirit Breaker charge.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
T2 is in chat for Dktruman missing that.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love.
But this Kunkka is definitely going to be scary.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Another pause. My god, how many of these pauses are we going to get? By Lord, how can they do this? Okay, we are back again.
Okay, where?
Dano X marked himself. He's using the ghost ship there just to get the creeps killed off. Doesn't even wipe them though. Level 1 torrent does no damage. Ghost ship is actually not even strong enough to kill off the creep wave.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But at least the plus side is that he keeps the tier 1 tower alive for a decent amount more.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Gold for
Dire's top tower might be going down.
And Two's actually left the bottom lane where
Radiant's bottom
Damak is
tower
going to be
under
able to
attack.
take down the tower slightly
top
faster
tower is
than
under
his direct
attack.
counterpart.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
DP towards top. Damak's coming in to say hi to Braco, who does not have a split available.
Radiant's
He's
courier
going for the
has been
vessel
killed.
rush actually. Burning in the meantime gets kill onto Glock.
I wonder what idiot got
In mid, Mingati, I guess Dragonlance to be delivered. Yes indeed. No stacks. X mark. Burning gets the jump away. No charge coming through from Kira. Burning is farming up very nicely. Both mid laners looking pretty good and comfortable in their roles. Full Spirit Vessel pretty much done. It's not necessarily a superb Spirit Vessel game. The Urn / Spirit Vessel is nice to get rid of the refraction charges, and you've got a bit of that passive regen from the DK. but they don't have like a Morphling or any big heavy healing heroes. Necro, DP, Pugna. That's a nice item, I guess. Burning needs to be careful. Actually misses the Dream Coil onto Kira. They get the kill onto the Puck. And that's going to be the tier 1 tower that is their target. Top lane, 2's Echo Saber's about to be delivered.
Dire's
And Easy
top
Breeze
tower
is going to go
about be
for
raided
some
in top
stacks to
rubble.
give to his Titan.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mingati got the Dragonlance done. Gonna go for the Deso. Once Deso's finished, you have very big Roche potential. Master still doesn't have boots. Passively is pretty fast though. However, they are currently being outfarmed. All 3 cores from Omega are at the top of the board. DK is very close to finishing up his Blink. Buck is going Witchblade. They are smoked out. Bracco's got the split. They find a freebie is the big question. Kira, the supports are... Actually, both supports on the side of Omega are level 6, but the supports from Matt are not. Bracco spotted. Wanting to go in on Tano, who does have the ghost ship available. Nether Strike comes out, and Tano's still looking for a target to take down here. Got Soulbind onto 2 with the double silence as well coming in. The Buck is in trouble. Can he get away? The Bash is on top, and now Easy Breeze is going to get charged up next. This looks like a 4-for-0 trade. And indeed, the only one that did not die is the Tiny, and that's because he's in the top lane, but a great Soulbind from the Grimstroke. Be able to lock those 2 in position, and the Bruce Split honestly did nothing there. He wanted to go in on Tano on that Kunkka, but his team was just nowhere to be seen to really deal the damage. Bruce Split's nice, but the Kunkka is a hero that can just whip it twice, and the Brewlings are just dead.
Gold from my chest.
Charge forward. Gets cancelled. Cure ain't gonna risk it. Avalanche plus Dream Coil. Definitely still very good tools to interrupt their charge. They're gonna get aggressive. We do have the Witchblade on the Puck now finished up. Damak would be a nice one. He actually gets sent back, but Blink Dagger coming through is very close to finishing up his shard. And it's almost 15 minutes, so he can almost actually get it. Push back, easy breezy, charged in, stunned up, and he still doesn't have untouchable, so easy right clicks. Finally gets himself level 6 because of the passive experience gain you gain every 2 minutes. The untouchable. Mingati Deso is actually finished. So they could technically just walk into the road pit, get it secured quickly. Bracco, his Bruce Split's up in 3 seconds, but the problem is, they have a silence available very close. Nope, the stun lock is too much, and again, Bracco dead. 3 deaths so far on the Brewmaster. And right now, he does have his boots on the courier, most likely. Yes, indeed, and he's gonna go for the Aghanim Scepter Rice Burning. Being a nuisance. The shard on TA later on will also be absolutely everything. Inkswell coming in, going for Tews actually. They didn't expect that one. Spirit Breaker going so deep and so aggressive. Dream Coil gets thrown out. Only connects onto the Spirit Breaker, but he did use the Bulldoze. He's dropping low, will be found out by Burning. They're actually chasing for more here. The Bruce Split comes out. Mingati, can he get any targets to right click those? Lings are pretty nice, but Damak is the one that is the main target, and that's going to be 2 kills. Burning gets the catch, the Soulbind onto the Panda. Braco trying to run away. Mingati, look at that damage. The slow comes out, trying to get the side blade hit in, but great avalanche to make sure Mingati can't get the right clicks going. And now Mingati doesn't have refraction charges. He's dropping low. Will still turn around and get the catch on Jagroni, but there's the charge. Braco. No split, no chance. Oh, the evasion coming out. But unfortunately, that little bit of evasion is definitely not nearly enough. Trying to fall back. Juice got another toss up, but the toss does not actually do much damage either. Tadno with the whip coming in. Damag with the stun. Now Tuz doesn't have a way out. Tuz, that is a very solid kill. Tano with the BKB reveal as well coming in into the middle of that fight. 6k net worth lead for Omega. Easy breezy, TP backy.
Illusion.
Bounty.
Nonetheless, not too shabby. Again, magic armor coming in for Kira. Kunkka Orchid. That would destroy the puck every single time, considering he's not going to go for BKB or Lincolns just yet. Plus Soulbind double Orchid is also not too bad. Level 12 DK, so he's got the split shot, the splash damage. The red dragon for him. Tuz is caught, and Tuz has no way out. X mark on the Marana as well. Mingati just does so much damage. And he's going to increase it with those corruption, the Desolator corruption, Soul Stealer stack shenanigans. Plus Blink Dagger is very close. Yep, into the Roach Pit Daewon. It looks like Omega are trying to execute their plan flawlessly. Right now they are hindering every aspect that makes Matt strong. Scanning out, but it doesn't matter because Mingati already has the Aegis secured and the Blink Dagger to boot. Braco trying to run away, but they've got silences, stuns aplenty. Actually, that's a great dream core coming out. Two's coming in from behind. Damag is going to be a second one down. They lift up the TA. They might actually get everyone in the process. Kunkka needs to rotate through to help out Mingati, who's taking a beating. There is Tano. He is just trying to dodge. In comes the ghost ship towards. And Braco is in trouble. Can they turn it onto the TA? Braco is going to get taken down by Mingati. Actually, Braco hasn't even died. He's still alive. Kicking down to the trap. Oh my god, 6 HP. But it's after that Roche takedown, they get very antsy on Omega. A little bit too aggressive. 4 kills secured now for Matt. Especially taking down the TA double Aegis deletion. Like, they bank a lot on the side of Omega on just Mingati blowing someone up. If they don't manage to get that done, rotations are still pretty dangerous. Tano, another huge kill. I actually just realized that overlay has probably been up there for a very long time. Okay, sorry for the overlay. I don't know why I had it on the wrong one.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nonetheless, let's see. Okay, so Two's got himself the shard, so he doesn't have to constantly grab a tree. Because Orchid is now finished up as well. It's a lot stronger. Kira's going to charge forward onto the Mirana with the Ink Spell as well. Another strike, make sure the Mirana dies. That is indeed going to be the case. The puck trying to kill off Block 50, who's not going to die. The Silence chases the puck all the way into oblivion, but the uphill miss from Mingati. That's unfortunate with the Meld Strike. So looking for more. Ink comes Tano. Can they catch out the puck? X marks Silence Orchid. There's no chance. That is still, regardless, a very dead burning puck.
You'll always be my charm.
Rocco 2 pieces into his Ags. This hero can't do much until he gets it, and even if he gets it, it's
Radiant's
not
bottom tower needs a hand.
superb. Like, it doesn't immediately make the hero insane, because of course Sideblades plus Ghost Ship and
Radiant's
the Whip
structures are
just do
fortified.
so much against those
Dire's putting up a
blue split
barricade.
shenanigans. At least gives him a chance to be able to fight more. Easy breezy caught out by Tano.
Charged up.
Radiant's
In the meantime,
bottom
his
tower
team
must
takes
be
down
dizzy.
all the objectives on the map. They're back to their dominating ways. I do have to say, Twos is very farmed. Going for the BKB next. Only needs about 430 gold. Then he can get it by splitting open the Echo Saber, of course. Actually, can you use that for something else? Oh yeah, for the Maid Slayer. Ew.
Invisibility.
Maid Slayer this game would be pretty terrible. Okay, AC. Armor for armor reduction. As much as you can against the Tiny is pretty good. Because the Tiny, of course, gets his innate grow armor, which is a lot. 20 bonus armor that he gains. But the TH bursts right through it, though. With the Meld, that's my 8 armor reduction. That's 6. That's 14 armor reduction if you get a Meld Strike in.
Come on, sprites.
Enchantress gonna get charged up, but there's the big target. Burning can't respond at all. He's just gonna get locked down. The Bruce Smith has been used. The DK is the one that takes the brunt of the damage, but who gives a hoot about the DK taking any damage? Bracco is gonna send his Earthband out of there. Mirana might not be so lucky, and indeed that is going to be the case. There is a tier 2 tower in mid. It is being currently pushed out by the centaur creep. Bottom lane is too far gone as well, so they kind of need to push out mid if they want to take any objectives in the meantime on the side of Omega.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dan already has the armor piece
I'll take that.
for his AC.
Illusion.
Mingati's got the BKB now done as well. Yule Scepter for the puck. That's a good way to stay alive for a little bit longer in these fights. They've not been that favored. Actually, Tew's making... Yeah, he's sending out the full BKB instead of going for the splitting of the Echo Saber.
Nature.
Easy breezy. Lemon squeezy. The charge onto Tews. That's the Invis detection. Tews needs help quickly. There is, of course, the bash stun lock possibility from the Spirit Break. He's actually going to go for the TP out. And we'll be able to TP away. 9-second BKB has been used. Charge coming through. Heading out towards the top lane. Oh, only on the creep.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Burning's actually coming in to get the coil. Silence. Will he be able to kill off Kira? Jinko comes out. He snaps the
Radiant's
coil.
middle tower has
Kira's
run
still trying
into
to run away, but a good Yules holds him in place. And another Yules holds him even longer in place. The arrow comes landing in. And Kira is going to get taken down. But in the meantime, they are pushing the high ground very effectively. And the tier 3 tower is already gone. The melee racks are next because there's no fortification for a little while. Yeah, they can't defend against this pushing power. Can they? Actually, they're going to go in. Mingati can't pop the BKB in time. He just gets it off, but and the refraction charges. Mingati is on the run. Will be blinking actually into the fray, going for twos. Tiny Mingati continues on his rampaging damage, but the melee racks are still standing. They did buy back onto easy breezy, and the brew split does end, but Glock should die. Actually, might be able to juke his way through. The stomp comes out. No, he is gonna get taken down. Twos. Etano on the side is in trouble as well. Damag, same story. But burning, is he going to be able to stay alive? He's actually going to rest onto Tano. Killed Gifted to Tano. The charge onto Preezy. And now Damag with the Elder Dragon form trying to pump out the damage. Glimmer Cape usage coming through, but Braco is in trouble. And the Bruce Master, he's so close to his Agnum Scepter as well. So very close, can't afford it just yet. And eventually, it is Omega Gaming winning the team fight engagement. Memphis detection, but the Glimmer Cape can't keep you alive for long, especially not with that splash damage from the DK. Double kill for Damag. 7, 2, and 11 for the DK, but they kept the melee racks alive, and that is crucial for the side of Mutt. Mutt has to stand for something, right? Matt. But it's already a miracle they keep the melee racks alive.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Dire's structures are
20
fortified.
DK as well, 20 strength
Dire's
talent.
middle tower is under attack.
Look at that. 1560 HP. That's a big boy. And he's got the full Shadow Blade now finished as well. Not going Silver Edge just yet, even though Silver Edge is pretty good against the Enchantress. Tiny almost has his Silver Edge, which is pretty decent against the DK. Mingati is going for the straight Daedalus. He wants that big fat crit to just one tap his opponents. It's fighting love. Braco has his Ags secured. Invis detection available. The silence is there. He can't respond. Dreamco comes out. Do they have the damage to kill him off? And yes, they do. Soulbind in return as well. Easy breezy. And two's on the disengage. Tano walks aggressively forward. They will lose 2 on the side of Omega because Burning actually gets some catches. But the Buck. Oh, Yule's upon Yule's shenanigans. Stun onto Mingati. In comes 2 from behind. This is looking problematic. The only 2 left standing on the side of Omega are the 2 main cores. Again, they find a Brewmaster, but they recover so very nicely. Finding the Buck doing all the damage. Buck going for the Aeon Disc to stay alive. Against the TA's one-shot potential. Roche is up though. That is the second Roche of the game, but they know that it's up on the side of Omega. Aegis plus Shard. Definitely gonna be eyed up for every second of the foreseeable future. That Brewmaster is so poor. Yay, okay, gets broken. But Juice gets his HP completely melted, and Juice is gonna die on the Tiny. That's a huge kill. Looking for more. Bruce Blade comes out. Dano and Mingati still have the BKB and HP going. Braco will be running away with the Storm Panda. But 2 kills secured. Actually, they're looking for more as well. Easy breezy again with that Glimmer Cape, but he just gets smacked down with the big, fat, juicy whip. Into the pit they go. That should be the Aegis plus shard. Double damage still on the TA for a little bit longer. And there's nothing they can do. In the meantime, Puck is trying to cut the creep waves as much as he possibly can. Make sure no more objectives except for Roche can be secured.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
I honestly would like to see it on the okay, they're giving the shard to the Kunkka.
Radiant's top tower
I would
is under
like
attack.
to. Never mind, Tia already has
Radiant
it.
structures are
Fairbrick has it.
fortified.
Everyone has it but the Kunkka. Huh. So now he's got that
Radiant's
tied away
top
for
tower
free.
is under attack.
Yeah, this right here,
Radiant's top tower
this shard
has fallen.
is so good.
Dire's bottom tower is getting pushed around.
A prize.
Radiant's top tower's about to topple.
That's the last outer tower that Matt have standing.
Radiant's
think
top
Omega's
tower's
played
under attack.
Dire all
Radiant's
3
top
games, by the
tower
way.
has fallen.
In this showdown. They almost leveled. Yeah, that 25 is such a big power spike. Going from 6 refraction charges to 13. More than double the amount of refraction charges. Oh, Braco. Oh, Braco.
Haste.
Radiant's courier has been killed. I worked as a courier once. Absolutely degrading.
19k net worth lead. Dano trotting out. Juice, Ghost Ship comes flying in. They have the full stun lock. Juice pops the BKB. Can you get away? Dust is a bit too much to handle, and he is gonna lose his life during his BKB. That's 80 seconds, no BKB. Well, sorry, 65 seconds, no BKB. Does have a buyback available, but again, Burning is trying to cut the creep wave, and this is gonna get popped. Is gonna just constantly get smell silenced. Ooh, that silence almost hit.
Silence.
That could have been big. Breaker charge gets cancelled. Look at that Kunkka. He's got the full AC. Right click spam, and now they can try and get those racks in mid very quickly secured. There's a charge on the side on towards the Mirana. We'll be able to get the TP back to base. But a full set of racks picked up, and they're looking for more. Tiny does not want to buy back, but probably should soon enough. Refraction charge is coming up. The DK in a uncomfortable spot will pop his Elder Dragon form and just go for that pushing power. Gain as much ground control before the Tiny respawns. 25k net worth advantage. Walking towards mid, where Mingati blinks right on top of him. 2 minutes until his age 6 bites. Braco, Brewmaster, can he get the blue split off? That is a crucial aspect. No, he can't, and he does not have a buyback. Again, no split. Panda just can't get his spells off. And that should be Megas. Mingati still has the Aegis for a minute and a half. I'm getting a little bit too antsy. Might just lose his life here. They're just focusing down everything to make sure they get the Megas. Mingati secures it. Tiny, no BKB left. And GG gets called. And with that, ladies and gents, Matt has been eliminated from the South American closed qualifiers. Omega Gaming advance on towards the next round, where I'll quickly have to take a gander, a little lurk. To see who their opponents next will be. It will be Ghosts. But that does conclude this series. Hopefully you enjoyed the cast. Mad Kings will be playing against South Team next. I don't know if we have coverage for it. I am just way too tired to do anything. But that is going to be the upper bracket finals, deciding who's going to be playing into Division 2 this upcoming season. So very important match. 4D will definitely be streaming it. That is the Spanish stream. I will quickly check out. Is it 4D Esports that is their channel name? Yeah, 4D Esports. Go check it out. It's the official Spanish coverage of the games, but for me, it will be ta-ta, hurrah, and goodbye, because I am very beat and very tired. So in case I don't see you guys, I would like to say thank you for joining me for the brief experience that is some South American close qualifiers. Now I'm just gonna get some rest until the actual DPC starts. And again, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Have a wonderful evening.